The brewery hummed with activity, the air thick with the scent of malt.
As I'll ever be. Hope this Evan guy isn't a beer snob.
They approach the supervisor, resumes in hand.
Here are our resumes.
After a brief exchange, they're lead on the tour.
So, this is where the magic happens?
Mats gleam under industrial lighting.
Impressive setup. And what's in that locked room?
The guide hesitates. Inside lies the ZIUM.
ZIUM? What's that?
The tour ends. Interview time.
Tina, what do you know about beer?
Well, my father owned a brewery. Before COVID hit, that is.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Malt extract, yeast, and sugar.
And do you enjoy the taste of beer?
It's okay. But I'd rather have a blue Hawaiian. Or a fruity wine.
You've got the job.
Next, Jeremy sits down. Tina give him a thumbs up.
Jeremy, your turn. What do you know about beer?
I love beer. Especially with friends.
And the three main ingredients?
Malt extract, sugar, and yeast. I'd have to pass a brewery every day. You can practically smell a yeast in the air.
You've got the job too.
Both relieved, Jeremy and Tina exchange a look. What secrets does this brewery hold? Relieved, Jeremy and Tina exchange a look. What secrets does this brewery hold? Meanwhile, Evan Dials drive. Mason, a smile playing on his lips.
Dr. Mason, good news. We filled the 2 brewery positions.
Fantastic. Evan, that's music to my ears. Send over their resumes, would ya?
Already on it, sir. Consider it done.
Across town, Steve pulls up to the 70s-themed bar, a disco ball shimmering above the entrance. Kat and Delix climb out, resumes clutched in their hands. The anxieties of their precarious situation weigh heavily on them.
Good luck. You too.
Thanks, Steve. We'll keep you posted. Come on, Alex. Let's do this.
Inside, the bar pulsates with the rhythm of a bygone era. Dr. Mason, clad in a flamboyant shirt, greets customers with a jovial laugh. Kate and Dalux approach hesitantly.
Excuse me, sir. We're looking for work.
Well, aren't you the eager beavers? I wasn't expecting any new recruits, but...
I'm a fast learner, sir. I can wipe down tables, take orders. Anything, really.
And I can serve drinks, carry heavy things. I'm strong.
Strong? Huh? Do your parents know you're looking for this kind of work?
How? Our father encouraged us to find jobs. He said it builds character.
Tell you...
Kate and Daleks exit the bar, the neon glow of the disco ball casting long shadows behind them. The weight of their deception hangs in the air, a stark contrast to the relief they both feel at having secured a temporary reprieve.
Into phone, Dad, it's done. We got the jobs. Temporarily, at least.
From phone, excellent work. Kids, every little bit helps. We're getting there. From Song K, we'll have a whole bakery when this beer mission's over. How about beachcomber tonight?
Deal.
Meanwhile, inside the dimly lit office above the bar drive, Mason leans back in his plush velvet chair, a satisfied smirk playing on his lips. The disco ball's light catches the glint of gold on his thick rings as he ends a video call.
And I assure you, Mr. O'Leary, everything is proceeding as planned. All for positions filled. From video call good. Very good. Mason, you keep this up, and I'll keep my end of the bargain. Don't fail me like that. Paul Fellow. Paul? That trust fund baby wouldn't know hard work if it slapped him in the face with a platform shoe. From video call precisely. Now, keep me updated. My empire.
Unseen by Drive, Mason, a figure watches from across the street, their face obscured by the shadows. A faint click echoes in the quiet night as a camera lens zooms in, capturing Drive. Mason's self-satisfied grin.
Alex, are you seeing this? Alex, are you seeing this? O'Leary and...
That's unexpected. What's Mr. Moneybags doing slumming it at a disco bar?
A sleek black car pulls up to the curb. Kevin O'Leary steps out, radiating an aura of power and impatience, and strides purposefully towards the bar's entrance.
Stay sharp, Alex. This could be bigger than we thought. Start recording.
Inside the bar, the pulsating disco lights illuminate Drive. Mason polishing glasses behind the counter. He spots Kevin O'Leary entering in plasters on a welcoming smile.
Mr. O'Leary, what a pleasure. Your usual natural brew? Make it snappy. Mason, I haven't got all night.
Doctor. Mason returns moments later with a steaming mug, placing it before Kevin.
So, tell me, what brings you down from your ivory tower to my humble establishment? Just looking after my investments. Mason, making sure everything's running smoothly. Speaking of smooth, I've devised a new enhancement, guaranteed to make those patriots even more patriotic. A preview. Then, I'm all ears.
With a flourish, Doctor. Mason flicks a hidden switch. All the televisions in the bar suddenly switch to a grainy video of the log driver's waltz. A subtle hum fills the air. Patrons who had consumed the specially enhanced beer begin to stand, swaying rhythmically and singing along, their eyes glazed over.
Impressive, Mason. Very impressive. And after they leave, happier, more content with their place in the country. You're a genius, Mason. A true visionary.
Back across the street, Kate and Alex exchange uneasy glances, the implications of what they've witnessed sink in.
We need to get out of here. And warn Steve.
The neon glow of the bar sign cast long shadows as they ran.
I'm right behind you, Kate. What did General Thompson say it was called again? Cilium?
Steve leaned against his car, a cigarette loosely held between his fingers.
Yes, Cilium. And he said it's reacting to something. Something Canadian. We overheard them talking about increased activity. It's spreading faster than they anticipated. They mentioned something about old Canadian content triggering it.
Cilium. What? And it's reacting to a Canadian content? Now that's a new one. This needs a closer look. We'll head to the safe house. We can strategize there.
Yes, sir. Let's move.
The safe house was a modest suburban dwelling, light spilling from the windows.
And then he said garage. Like garage, not garage.
They're a strange bunch, those Brits. Appreciate becomes appreciate. It's like they add an extra syllable just for fun.
Exactly. That's why Kira and I love it so much. They're delightfully odd.
Steve clears his throat, drawing their attention. The laughter fades.
All right, team, listen up. We've got a situation. Cilium is spreading faster than we thought, and it's being triggered by old Canadian content. Any ideas?
Cilium sounds nasty. Jeremy and I can look into its properties. Maybe we can find a way to neutralize it, or at least contain it.
Good idea. We'll hit the books and see what we can dig up.
Meanwhile, Alex and I will keep our ears to the ground. We'll see if we can pick up any more intel on what kind of Canadian content is causing this reaction.
Good. Let's get to work. This could get messy.
The weight of the spreading ilium hung heavy in the air, a silent threat permeating the room. Tina and Jeremy exchanged a look, a mixture of determination and apprehension in their eyes. They immediately pulled out their laptops, the rhythmic clicking of keys filling the silence as they began their research. Kate and Dallas, their faces etched with a similar blend of resolve and worry, made their silent exit.
Witchcraft websites? Seriously?
Hey, don't knock it till you try it. Desperate times, Tina. Besides, where else are we going to find information on Cilium? It's not exactly in the medical journals. Black salt? Huh? Interesting.
Hours melted away, the glow of the laptop screens illuminating their focused faces. Finally, around 1100 p.m., exhaustion won out, and they reluctantly shut down their computers. Steve, having stayed up even later coordinating logistics, finally headed to bed at midnight, the unsettling quiet of the safe house amplifying his worries. The morning sun streamed through the windows, a harsh contrast to the lingering tension. The team gathered, the quiet clinking of cutlery against plates a stark counterpoint to the unspoken anxieties.
These cats feel a little weird, don't you think?
Relax, Alex. You look fine. Just focus on the mission.
Steve, having packed their lunches with a practiced efficiency born of years in the field, distributed them with a few quiet words of encouragement. He outlined the emergency plan, the gravity of the situation hanging heavily in his voice. The safe house, a temporary refuge in the heart of the storm, felt suddenly claustrophobic as they prepared to leave.
Don't worry, Steve. We'll keep an eye on each other. Right, Tina?
Of course. We'll be fine. Just stay alert, Jeremy.
We've got your back too, Steve. Kate and I can handle this.
Steve watched them go, a knot of worry tightening in his gut. The brewery and the bar, seemingly ordinary places of business, were now the front lines in the battle against the insidious Zillion. He turned back to the empty safe house, the silence pressing in on him, a stark reminder of the stakes. Kate adjusted the unfamiliar and frankly uncomfortable waitress uniform. The hem felt scandalously high, a stark contrast to her usual tactical gear. Taking a deep breath, she pushed open the bar door, the smell of stale beer and peanuts hitting her like a wall.
Ready?
As I'll ever be. This skirt. It's practically indecent. I feel like I'm going to get hit on by every man in this place.
Hey, if anyone gives you trouble, just tell Drive. Mason, he'll sort them out.
I doubt he'd care as long as they're paying customers.
The bar was a curious mix of retro decor and modern technology. A disco ball hung precariously from the ceiling, casting fractured light across the worn wooden tables. A large screen TV, somewhat jarringly, dominated one wall, currently showing a hockey game.
Right. I'll make the rounds. Try not to look too out of place.
What like you in that ridiculous uniform?
The evening wore on in a blur of drink orders and forced smiles. Kate, acutely aware of the curious glances she was attracting, tried to focus on the mission, scanning the faces in the bar for any sign of their target. Suddenly, the hockey game on the TV was interrupted by a commercial. A Molson Canadian man, featuring a man proudly proclaiming his Canadian identity, filled the screen.
What's going on?
Patriotism. My dear, a beautiful thing.
It was. I just wasn't expecting everyone to react at the same time.
You'll understand one day.
Kate glances at Alex, a plan forming in her mind. She needed to know more about Draw, Mason, and fast.
Alex, I need to check something. Can you cover for me for a few minutes?
Cover for you? Doing what? Is this about Paul?
Just distracting Drive. Mason, I have a hunch.
Kate quickly explains her plan, her words hushed and urgent. Alex nods, a flicker of understanding in his eyes. She inserts the drive and begins copying the files, her fingers flying across the keyboard. A sudden gust of wind rattles the window, making her jump. For a moment, she thinks she hears footsteps approaching, her heart pounding in her chest. Finally, the transfer completes. Kate ejects the drive, relief washing over her. A man, clearly intoxicated, stumbles towards her, his words slurred. As Kate turns to fetch his beer, the man reaches out and smacks her behind.
That man just...
Dr. Mason's jovial expression vanishes, replaced by a look of stern disapproval.
I am so sorry. Kate, it will take care of this.
The man protests, but Dr. Mace stands firm. Eventually, the man stumbles out of the bar, muttering obscenities. Kate, though still shaken, manages a grateful smile.
Thank you, Dr. Mason.
No one deserves to be treated like that. Kate, especially not in my bar.
Kate offers a small, tight smile, the encounter leaving a bitter taste. She slips the doctor into her purse, a sudden weight settling in her stomach.
Of course. Kate, stay safe out there.
Meanwhile, in the safe house nestled within the Alberta mountains, Steve sits hunched over a laptop, the glow of the screen illuminating his face.
Man, this song takes me back. Hey, Pop. How's it going? Everything all right with Kira?
Steve, good to hear from you. How's Alberta treating you?
So far, so good. Just the beginning, though. How's Kira holding up? Missing me, I bet.
She's doing better. Started her on the dialysis machine.
Dialysis. What for? Thought she was recovering from the... you know.
Well, we thought it might help flush out any remaining. ZLIUM, just a precaution. She misses you, Steve. Getting better every day, though. Even dancing to Agadu again.
That's my girl. Keep me posted. Pop, love you.